We Geek podcast here on the N.FM. My name is Logan, joined by my good buddy Adam.
What up, man?
How's it going? It is Wednesday, February 1st. We are on episode 89. Can you believe that? It's insane.
Jeez Louise.
Keeps going
That's
by.
crazy.
Keeps going by.
Yeah.
We have to figure out what to do for 100. We're coming up on it. It's going to be in, like April, May, I think? Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, no.
It's crazy. We just celebrated, actually, my grandfather's 80th birthday this week.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As you can tell, my voice is still trash, so I probably won't be speaking much during this, but I can't help it sometimes. I'll probably still talk as much as I can, but I'll be trying to rest my voice a little bit, but got some things to talk about, especially wrestling too. Pretty excited to talk about the Rumble and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was a thing that happened.
Right.
I don't know. I almost want to talk about that first, but I don't know. We'll save it. We'll leave that for the end like we usually do.
Right.
But
how's your week been?
it's been a week. More moving, more cleaning, more working. Same old for a while yet.
Same here. I got into my new place, and I had to have everything out by yesterday, so I was up until like 1 a.m. just feverishly cleaning and getting all the last bits out. All done today.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta love the rush.
Yeah. Yep. Especially the time afterwards, just to relax. It's all said and done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where you're just like, I don't have to do any of this anymore. Yay.
Yep. Bingo.
Yeah. And then eventually something else comes along and you're like, oh, now I have to start doing that.
Yep. That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
well, I figure let's just go ahead and jump into it here.
Right.
We've got a little bit of some big comic book movie news, if I can try saying that 3 times fast. Ben Affleck has decided he will not be directing The Batman. His official kind of response was that he didn't feel he could perform both jobs to the level they deserved. I think that it's because the people at DC who keep wanting to make these movies suck said, hey, remember when Affleck directed Argo and it won all kinds of Academy Awards? We don't want our movies to be that good. Fuck this.
Right. Well, it might be that he sees the script, he sees everything that's done with it. Did he wrote the script, right? Or no?
I don't think he wrote this one.
Maybe, you could step back and go, I'm going to star in this. Do I really want to direct something I didn't write? Something that I am not... it's not like Argo, where that was totally him, right?
Well, half. Like he was
Right.
part of the team that wrote it. I think it was him and there was somebody, I cannot remember the other dude's name, which is terrible. But
Right.
yeah, it was him and somebody. But yeah, I mean that's a valid point, and I understand that there's a lot of directors that are like that.
Right, where he's just not, I'm sure he's fully in on Batman, of course. He's committed,
Oh yeah.
but maybe he just doesn't see it as, like, what, I like you said, I would do a better job just by acting in the film than behind the camera as well. So, you gotta, I give him the benefit of the doubt. That's the one I look forward to the most, is the Batman movie.
Yeah.
It seems like every other one is in shambles or some sort of rewrite or something. We're hearing news about the Wonder Woman movie not being good or being just as bland as Batman, Superman. So,
Hang on, let me find my surprised face here.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, I have no faith in DC. After what happened with Suicide Squad, I was like, I'm out, I'm done. Like I got nothing else for you. And I mean, hell, with the Flash, they're bringing in Joby Harold, who wrote the new Guy Ritchie directed King Arthur movie, which
Oh,
I don't know about that. To rewrite the Flash movie, a page one rewrite.
oh
Yeah,
no.
he's not coming in to edit. Not coming into. I'm pretty sure it's a he. I'm sorry if it's not. Uh, but he's not coming in to oh, we need to punch this up, or he's not coming in on a weekly. He's coming in to do. Here's a page one rewrite. We are starting this over. And that's where I'm looking at this and I'm going, wow, you guys are just screwed.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
I don't really know what what else really to say about it. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it. Yeah, there's not much to say. At least we have the TV shows that are doing good and that I enjoy. You know,
yeah, yeah,
I,
this is
it's all
true.
you can really say. Well, of course, nature of what we do, we're gonna go see the films. But man, it
Yeah,
doesn't look good.
no, it really doesn't. And the only news that was kind of anything interesting, I didn't throw it on here, but when George Miller was being talked about to do a Justice League movie before the last writer's strike, which was what was this, 04, 05, something in there. Um, I think it was back then. Uh, they were talking about Common was going to be Jon Stewart,
Oh, okay.
and I thought, especially now that he's done a little more acting and gotten himself more established, like that was a good idea even back then. Now it's an even
Right.
better idea.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that.
But I don't know. They'll find a way to screw it up. I'm sure.
Yep.
But hey, at least they cast Black Manta in the Aquaman film. Um,
Yep.
and you're all gonna have to forgive me for this. Yaha Abdul Mateen II, who was in The Get Down,
Great.
so which I still have not seen, but I hear good things.
That's the only character from Aquaman that they haven't cast. I don't think there's any other character they can cast.
His mom. They think that
Oh,
yeah, they have they're eyeing Nicole Kidman to play Aquaman's mom.
oh, okay.
So that's
That'd be cool.
yeah, I think that's the last one. But yeah, like they've got pretty much the entirety of Atlantis covered now.
Yep.
Uh,
What if Aquaman is just the best out of all the films? Wouldn't that be crazy?
hey man, you know what? Stranger things have happened. Uh,
Yep. Yep.
I
At
just,
least it's all coming together.
yeah, right. And
Yeah.
they're not on their fourth director, or their sixth screenwriter or anything.
Right.
God, does the Flash? I don't even know. Does the Flash even have a new director? I don't think they have a replacement for Fukushima.
Yeah, I mean, if they're rewriting the script completely, they'll probably want that done first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in pairs, man. Get a writer and a director that work really well together, and just do it. Do it that way.
It sucks because Flash should be one of the first movies out of the gate.
And it should be
Flash is one of the most recognizable DC characters.
right, and it should be fun,
Right,
But
right.
like I don't. The way that they were like, well, we're gonna do this. Well, no, wait, we changed it. Now we're gonna do this. Well, actually, we think we're gonna do this. No, we're gonna trash all these ideas and start over. Holy shit! Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. But
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, cause uh, this this whole thing has been a fiasco. It's not like they've been doing like here's one of these movies that's had a tortured production cycle, and you know what? It doesn't suck. They can't
Right.
even say that.
Right.
So
Yeah. Not looking good.
no, not looking good at all. But in some better news, production has begun on Black Panther. Yay! Oh,
There we go.
that's awesome. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be it. That's another one that's got a ridiculous cast of just
Hmm.
so many people. They've
Yeah.
basically got all of Wakanda filled out in there.
Right.
But hey, good for them.
It's just crazy seeing all the problems with DC, and then here's Disney. Oh, we started production on Black Panther.
Yeah, right. We gotta what like there've been what two big problems with Marvel films. One was recasting Rhodey, and the other one was replacing Edgar Wright.
Right, right,
And I mean
right.
that's been well, not true. What was it? Thor: The Dark World had some issues too.
And for all the issues that they've had, the movies did not come out that bad. They came out okay or mediocre at best, but they didn't come out bad.
True.
Like I didn't walk. I walked away from Ant-Man loving it. I know a lot of people thought it was okay, but I thought it was funny. But for completely replacing, Edgar Wright, I thought it did okay.
Yeah.
Thor, I
Right.
thought was mediocre. Thor 2, I thought okay, well that was fun. Completely forgettable, but it wasn't bad. I wasn't sitting there going, oh my god, they've just screwed everything up.
Right.
Martha, they weren't doing Martha. It was just like, yeah,
And that was on a movie where they thought production went well.
right, right, right. After Thor 2, they weren't bragging about how they showed all of the studio heads and they were all cheering, and they didn't do that.
No, no, because
They're like, nope,
they
here you go.
yeah, they were like, hey, look, this film has more Loki in it. You guys like him, right?
Right, right, exactly. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know. So, Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11 in Stranger Things, is going to be in the Godzilla sequel.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
So what? I guess she she beat the Demogorgon, and now she's got to step up her game. I guess I don't know.
Yep, yep. Maybe she'll be in Jurassic Park 3
Oh my god.
or whatever the 3 in the new sequel or trilogy.
Yeah,
Sorry, medication.
I don't know what we're gonna have. Cause what are we gonna go from Jurassic World? What are they gonna call the next one? Like I don't.
I don't know.
Um,
I did read, and I didn't see it on here, but I did read that the new one is going to be way more suspenseful. They said think Alien, where
nice.
yes, they said that with Jurassic Park, for the most part, they always think let's get bigger. We need bigger, better dinosaurs. Well, the guy directing this one is like, and I forget who it is. It's totally slipped my mind. He wants more. He's thinking more. He's thinking scarier, but in a more like alien type situation where you're maybe enclosed or something like that. He didn't go into specifics, but that's the whole vibe I got from the interview.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And I'm
Nice.
totally down for that. A Jurassic Park where it doesn't have to be it can be a fun ride, but more suspenseful, like the scene at the end of the first movie where they're in the museum or whatnot, or they're in the air conditioning and stuff like that. That's really cool. I would totally dig that.
Right. Sounds kind of more like they're going back to the original novel, in a
Yes.
sense.
Well, I didn't read the. Oh wait, yes we did. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we did.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was.
My mind just went blank.
Yeah, it was
I'm
definitely.
thinking it
Yeah.
was called The Lost World. That's right.
No, the first one was
Yeah.
called Jurassic Park
Why was I thinking it was called The Lost World?
because he did a sequel called The Lost World.
Sorry, medication. It's
That's all right. But yeah, the first one was definitely supposed to be more of like a we're running from creatures thing. It was definitely more.
right.
It was kind of more of a horror thing towards the end, especially with the T Rex. Like that thing was way more like pop up and scary kind of deal. So
Right.
if they're moving more towards a thriller kind of movie, a more suspense kind of movie, like I'm down. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Dominic West from The Wire is gonna play Lara Croft's father in the new Tomb Raider reboot movie.
Okay. Let me take a look at him.
Yeah, he's kind of old and Britishish looking, so there's that.
Oh, that looks about right.
Yeah, I got confused for a minute because I was like, they cast Howard Stark. I was like, no, it's Dominic Cooper. It's not Dominic West.
Yeah, he's good on
Uh,
The Wire.
yeah, that's a show I still need to watch. That list is getting longer every season. I swear.
Yeah.
Uh, HBO is doing an interesting thing. They're doing a scripted, you know, like not exactly documentary style behind the scenes look at the making of The Godfather.
Really, I wonder how they're going to do that.
Well, there was a script. Hang on, what was Andrew Farrote wrote a script a couple of years ago, or well, it went up on the blacklist a couple of years ago, um, and it was an interesting idea, and I forget exactly what it was titled, but I saw it and I was like, oh, cool, that would be cool. Like in terms of like making ofs, you want to see the making of the making of the big movies.
Oh yeah,
God.
no, I mean, I love the idea, but
Yeah.
like I said, I enjoy sometimes more watching behind the scenes
Sure.
than the actual films. Like instead of watching Star Wars, I'll sit there and watch the documentaries, or Lord of the Rings, I'll watch the documentaries. So a film about how they got made, oh yeah, I could see people getting very cynical about this and going, "We've just ran out of ideas," but I love it. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Like, I don't see a lot of people being like, "Oh, well, now they're making movies about how they make movies." Well, yeah, what did you think La La Land was? Like, that was a movie about how they made movies. But,
Nice.
but
Well, you know what I mean. Like if, for example, 5 years from now they do a how Star Wars was made, the George Lucas story or something, or Indiana Jones, or I'd be first one there to see it, but
yeah,
I could see
yeah,
people get a little snarky.
aren't they doing that with Legends of Tomorrow?
Yes, I was gonna say that. Did you see that at all?
I haven't. I have finally started to actually catch up with that show.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
think I've seen like 5 episodes. So
Yeah, they go places. The yeah, I only saw the beginning of that episode with George Lucas. It's ridiculous. It's just totally Doctor Who ridiculous.
yeah. Oh, you can
Yeah,
have a show like that's supposed to be fun.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. It is an American Doctor Who with DC characters, like, to the T.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, but anyway, I think it's about time for our first break. Again, you're
sounds
listening
good.
to a We Geek podcast on the N.FM, and we'll see you all in a minute. Welcome back to We Geek podcast on the N.FM. And we were buzzing through movie news pretty good here, but we still got a little bit more to go. Um,
Yeah.
did you see? They're rebooting Scarface because, of course, they are.
Why? Why? Why?
Well, and the interesting thing is that Pacino's Scarface is itself a remake.
Right, right.
Which, I mean, you could get away with that back then because nobody remembers the old, what was it, 39, I think, when the first Scarface was made.
It was old, old, old.
Mm-hmm. But Diego Luna is going to star, so that's good.
Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty interesting.
I like that. He was
I
good.
could totally see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was really good in Rogue One, so that would be cool. I like seeing, people who like I've never heard of them, and then they're in a movie, and you're like, oh, that was cool, and then they get more work. Like that's kind of how that's kind of how that whole thing's supposed to go, right?
Yep, that's how it's supposed to go. So, yeah.
But this this news is still, I'll believe it when I see it. So James Cameron says that the scripts for Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 are finally done, which I believe it took that long. I do. The part I don't believe is that he says production is going to start in August. I don't buy it.
Why? Who writes 5 movies at once?
James Cameron.
Like it's not a TV show.
Yeah, but James Cameron.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, might as well. Like you, I think you said this before. Might as well be a reboot.
Yeah, by this point, and here's an interesting thing. And I saw this online the other day, and it really made me think. Avatar is, without adjusting for inflation or any of that, the highest grossing movie ever. Quoted.
Right.
Anybody? Anybody? Like, it's
Right.
such a... And everybody that goes back and watches it now was like, oh yeah, Like, it was not the most amazing, incredible, awesome movie ever. It was just...
Right.
It was because of the rebirth of 3D, and it used it so well, everybody was like, holy shit, you gotta see this. they went for the technology, not for the actual film.
Right. I couldn't even tell you a character's name.
I see. There you go.
Right. Right.
But it's because it's. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Like I don't like I don't even know anybody who's like, oh yeah, I sat down and rewatched that the other day. Like nobody. They saw it once, and then maybe they rewatched it again after it came out on Blu-ray, and they were like, oh yeah, this movie wasn't really all that great.
No, no, it's definition of like a popcorn movie blockbuster, but
Yeah, but it's long.
right,
It's a
right, right.
it's a damn long film.
Yep. It's a live action Ferngully.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much. With guns. So yes.
Yep.
Uh, I don't know. So we have 4 more Avatar sequels to look forward to, which he has constantly maintained will all be shooting at the same time. That's just fucking mental. Like, I mean, that's just great. That doesn't. James, films don't work that way. But
yeah.
If there's any filmmaker who could make it that way, it would be James Cameron.
Yeah, it's just that that's not how movies are supposed to be made. Just like you said, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come out terrible because of it.
Yeah, if it comes out. I don't know. Because, I mean, that's going to be what? 13... When was Avatar? 2007, right?
Right.
It was December of 2007, right? Has it been 10 years?
Jeez. I don't know. Was it 2007?
I think it was 2007, 2008.
2009.
Really?
Yeah, 2009.
Wow. So it's been, what, 7.5 years? Give or take. A little bit over 7 years. But still.
Began development in 1994.
Well, sure. That I believe.
Yeah.
Because I know it cost Cameron a hell of a lot of money, personally. But, because I remember reading about this when it first came out, and I was like, about how much this movie costs, and I was telling my friend Daniel, I was like, this thing's gonna tank. Like, I really thought this was gonna make decent money, but it wasn't gonna make its budget back at all. And then, boy, did I call that wrong. But
it was just strictly because of the visuals and the 3D. We never saw anything like that before, and so it captured an audience, and it's cool because that's what it was. It was a showcase piece. It was essentially knack, it was a showcase piece that didn't really add up to anything special.
Right. The rest of it wasn't extraordinary. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't. It just wasn't really impressive.
Right. It was, it was just graphically in 3D. We just never saw anything like that before, and that's what everyone wanted. They bought their ticket for.
Yeah.
And that everything else was forgettable. Everything else.
Yeah. So if it was like, oh my, it's not just like the things pop out at you. It's really like it's what 3D should be. Okay, great, cool. And now we're, what are we? Almost 8 years later, and where are we? Like, how far have we come with that? We kind of haven't.
And that doesn't help things because it's so far removed. I mean, you think of things like there's still some movies though. Like I don't know. I'm trying to compare it. Can't really compare it to Star Wars because there was 3 of them, and then they were gone for a while, but they still stayed in people's minds.
Terminator. Terminator's a good example.
Yeah, Terminator.
There was a huge gap between 2 and 3.
Right. But people still, it was still iconic.
Right.
You were quoting it, you were quoting it for years.
Yeah. Another James Cameron film. What do you know?
Right. Same like E.T. and like there's a bunch of films that people, the Goonies, like you can tell the people who made them did it with a lot of care.
Right.
And I mean, I guess he took a lot of care with this. It's just, I don't know. It seemed like they were focused on one thing for those films.
True. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's been long enough that I mean, they've rebooted Batman and Spider-Man twice. They rebooted Spider-Man twice since then. Like,
Wow.
I mean, that's what's nuts.
Yeah,
That's
it is
insane.
nuts.
They'll have rebooted Spider-Man twice before the second Avatar comes out.
I never thought
That's
about it like that. That's
insane.
crazy.
That's insane. Because I was thinking, like, has it been? Because when did 3 come out? Oh yeah, that's right. And then they rebooted it. Because Amazing was only what 5-6 years ago. At
Yeah.
that, like it wasn't that long, but it was post Avatar, so it's one reboot. And then this year we're getting a second reboot. They've rebooted Batman. They've rebooted Spider-Man twice. What the hell else have they rebooted? It's insane. Just in the time it's taken this one sequel to come out, and then it's gonna be like a Matrix thing. There's your example. There it is. The time between the Matrix and the second Matrix.
Right.
Because that was a while.
Yeah.
And they shot simultaneously, and we all saw what happened.
Right.
So there's a cautionary tale right there for you. Don't be like the second and third Matrix movies. Make good movies. Look, I'm all for it. I hope they're great. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. We'll see.
But they're doing a sequel to Sing. It's coming out on Christmas 2020. So yeah.
I never saw that.
I didn't either, but
Looks
I heard
funny.
It does. Like, it was a movie that like, you see the trailer and you're like, you know what? That looks like just kind of silly fun.
Right? Singing animals, I'm in.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. That's all you gotta say.
And the reboot train continues. So the Friday the 13th reboot that they have said they were doing, then said they weren't doing, then said they might be doing, then said they're probably not doing, then said they're doing, is going to start filming next month. So, finally. Because they want it to come out, because there is a Friday the 13th later this year, I think, that they're shooting for.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. And I think that was where was it in... But it was something weird, if I remember right. Like, I think it was like in November or something. I gotta drag up a calendar here, because I can't remember for the life of me. But, let's see. Because there's not one, no...
Well, I mean, surely they're not gonna make it for this year. You're saying next year, right?
No, I'm saying this year.
Really?
Dude, do you know how quick those things are to make? Horror movies do not take long.
Maybe you're right.
It'll be...
I never thought about that.
Yeah. I think it'll be towards the end of the year. It's Monday the 9th, Tuesday 10th, 11th. It's in October.
Oh, wow.
It's actually in October. There's a Friday the 13th in October this year.
You think they can shoot, edit, and print before October?
Yes, I do. And I think they can do it without it being awful. I do. And because here's a big thing. This is not going to be a big digital effects driven movie.
Right.
At least if they're smart. It's going to be practical effects, and it's largely going to be shot in like 2 locations.
Okay.
There'll be the camp and whatever little surrounding, like, hey, we were on our way to the camp or we're on our way from the camp kind of thing. So there's not going to be a big second unit. It's going to be one crew in one place. There'll be practical effects. I think they can do it. I think they can totally do it. They've got 9 months. No, they've got 8.5 months. Yeah, they could do it. For a if they were gonna do a lower budget look at the franchise, if they were gonna go back to like, hey, look, here's a guy in a hockey mask who wanders around this camp and kills people. Yeah, I think you could absolutely do that in 8.5 months. They did Guardians of the Galaxy in a year.
That's true.
And that's comparing apples to broccoli, really, because
right.
the harnessing power of Marvel to get VFX houses on board. But you got enough people doing the right things. Yeah, I think they can do it. I think they make it this year. I don't know if it has an announced release date or not. They may already have one and it's for next year, but I think they can make it this year if they haven't already announced something.
Mm.
I know the game looks awesome. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, have you seen any of it?
Yeah, I was on that Kickstarter for that.
Yeah,
I saw that and I was
it's crazy.
yeah,
I
and
saw
it
a few Let's Plays of it.
yeah, and that was the thing. Like it barely made its Kickstarter goal, and then once the press started getting out and everything, and they did a thing with IGN, like that. Then it like really took off after the fact.
Oh yeah,
Because they were like, oh shit, this actually looks pretty good.
yep.
So what do we have here? I'm just trying to see if they've got an announced release date already.
I thought it was on Steam right now.
For the game. The beta is, I think. I don't think it's
Oh,
actually out yet. I don't
let's see
I
here.
don't think anyway. I mean, it's possible, but like I don't know.
Um, Release date early 2017. So it's one of those. You pay for it now, you can play it, and early. Um, let's see here. Yeah, it's just the beta.
Yeah. I didn't think it had a full thing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently they're looking for young Jason for the movie reboot, so that's interesting.
I don't know how I'm gonna like that. I like Jason in the hockey mask. You know,
Well, I mean, I guess they're gonna do like a sequence of like what
I don't.
happened.
I just don't want this to be like Lobo or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like some skinny emo guy with an axe.
Yeah.
I want big Jason with a hockey mask.
Well, I guess they're doing a thing of like what happened. They're doing a sequence of like we know he drowned in the lake and now he's back and he's crazy. But let's take a quick look at what happened in between.
Right,
Like
right.
during puberty and all that stuff. Yeah, they're actually aiming for October 13th.
Well, there you go.
They actually are. So I think they can do it. I
Yep.
want to see them do it because I think that'd be awesome. Friday the 13th in October on Friday the 13th. Come on, that's just there's no way that shouldn't work.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And it's gonna film. It's only gonna film apparently for 2 months. So they're gonna be done. They're scheduled to shoot through the middle of May.
Okay.
So then they're gonna have however many few months to get it edited and effected and scored and all that good stuff. And then they gotta sell it. I'm assuming, unless they've already got a deal in place, which they may because it's already an existing IP. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they can make it. I want them to make it. I want this to be good. I miss
Oh
good.
yeah.
I miss good Friday the 13th movies. The last one wasn't too bad. From '09. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't Jason Goes to Hell, thank God. But oh well. We uh we got one last little bit of movie news here. Did you see the cast photo for Ocean's 8? We finally got that up.
Sorry, what was that?
The cast photo for Ocean's 8 was released. Did you see that?
Oh wow. No, no, I didn't.
Yeah, they're on a subway train. It's
Oh, I did. I saw that. Yes.
yeah, where it's like, hey, we're just like sitting or standing here. I'm like, all right, that tells me nothing. Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was just a bunch of women on a train.
yeah, I was like, okay, like that's where you're gonna go. That's fine. To be fair, there was more detail for that than the first photo from the set of the Han Solo standalone film. Did you see that?
No, no. What was it?
It's somebody holding the slate, and it's great because whoever I forget who it was that posted it on Twitter. They captioned it Han first shot.
That's great.
Oh, somebody with a sense of humor. Yeah, the working title is Star Wars Red Cup,
Hmm.
which, because,
Blue
Solo.
Harvest.
No, because what are the Red Cups? Who makes them?
Oh, Solo. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
But, oh
That's
god, that's terrible. But funny, I guess, in a way.
yeah.
Um, and that's gonna do it for movie news. We'll take a quick break and then jump into some TV stuff when we get back. Again, you're listening to We Geek Podcast on the N.FM, and we'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to We Geek Podcast on the N.FM. And we kicked through the movie news actually pretty quickly for us this week. But
Yep.
we got some TV news. We got some depressing TV news. This particular series of Doctor Who will be Peter Capaldi's last,
Yeah.
which sucks because he's awesome and I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna miss the coat because I want that coat because that's an awesome coat.
It is an awesome coat.
But
Um,
that's a bummer.
Any idea who they'd replace him with?
Oh, I have no idea. I would love for him to do something different. Give me a woman for a change.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I know that for whatever reason they've been so dead set against it, even though there've been calls for it forever. But do something different, do something interesting instead of just hey look another white guy. Like give me something different.
Right.
I mean, we had the Master as a woman. Let's have the Doctor be a woman for a little while. Give that a few series. Be different. Be a fun little way of flipping some of that philosophy on its head.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who I would want for Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm. Remember, gotta be British.
Oh, they have to be British?
Oh yeah, you think they're gonna cast anybody that's not British?
Well, hey, why don't we make it different?
Well, because it's BBC, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's just, I don't know.
See, that's what I mean. That's why I'm like, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Huh.
Get Karen Gillan back. Make her the Doctor.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd freak everybody right the fuck out. Are you kidding? Like,
That would.
Doctor...
Wait, why do you look like... Yeah.
Uh-huh. The Doctor regenerates into Amy Pond. The fandom would explode. Like, the internet would crash. The internet would absolutely crash, and it would be awesome, and I want to see that.
What if it was... Well, yeah. Oh, man. I'm trying to think. I was going to say Patrick Stewart, but that would just be the same old thing. But that would be cool. Oh, man.
I'm not going to lie, that would be cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But, that could be interesting. Because they've all been white guys. And I get that, 60 years ago. Fine.
What about the British girl who played Aaron or Carter?
Oh yeah, who played
Agent Carter?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn, she'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name because we know how good my memory is with names.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, hang on, give me a second. I'll look at it. I'll get to it. But yeah, that is actually a really good choice. Haley Atwell.
Right.
Yeah. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
No, because I can't really think of anybody. Because I'm not, I don't know who's actually British and who's just, pretending to be British.
Right. Exactly.
It's sometimes it's hard to tell.
Or they're not British. They're but the no, I can't think of their names. The guys from New Zealand for Flight of the Conchords. Not British, but man, that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh my God, they would have a field day with that.
Right, right.
They would have a field day with that. And there's the internet would explode. Holy hell.
Yeah, imagine if they did just one season of Doctor Who, brought to you by the creators of Flight of the Conchords. Oh, that would be phenomenal.
I wonder just how much wackier it could be. Uh,
Yeah, just for one season, just for fun, and then at the end of the season they turn a thingamabob, and reality goes back to normal. But that would be hilarious.
they've done worse ideas. This is true.
Yeah,
They've done
yeah,
less creative ideas too. That's true.
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna miss Capaldi. I was bummed we didn't have any last year. We had the Christmas special. That was it.
Yep.
So it's all this year, and then it's gonna end for him.
Yeah.
And we got a new companion this year and everything. Bummed. So now they get to carry on, and we get to have, I don't know what. I don't know.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Well, I shouldn't. I lie. Not that I was thinking. I was looking up British actors, and no, wait, he can't be.
Why not?
Is he?
What?
Hold on.
That's gonna be good.
Okay, he is British. That's what I thought. Okay. He's just, he was in he was in Black Mirror. Last episode, he was I don't want to say his name, because I want to see if you can guess it. He was in The Martian. He was in Doctor Strange. He was in.
No,
Did
he's
you
not.
ever see the end of Black Mirror?
No, I didn't. But he's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not who. It can't be who I'm thinking of. He's not British.
Benedict Wong. He is British. He's a British actor.
No way. BD Wong is British.
Wouldn't that be a cool?
Holy shit, that would be
Doctor
awesome.
Who?
Are you kidding me? Suddenly it's BD Wong and he's got a British accent and everything. Dude, that would be amazing. I didn't know he was British.
Well, okay. It says he was born in Greater Manchester, Northwest England, to parents who migrated from Hong Kong.
He's Brit. I'll be damned.
He was born in the UK.
I'll learn something new
So,
every day.
yeah, and he's a phenomenal actor.
He is. Dude, that would be awesome.
It would be.
Especially in this day and age, have somebody of color,
Yeah.
especially somebody Asian, be Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Like that's
I mean,
that's dope. But it's still. I did not know he was British. I had no idea.
yeah, I had to do a little bit of. I was like, well, let me Google this real fast, because yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. That's awesome. I love that.
Yep. That would be great.
That would freak people out. They'd be like, "Wait a minute. Why is Wong, who played Wong, now playing in Doctor Strange, now playing his own Doctor? I don't like the that would be so cool.
Yep.
I
Yep.
didn't know that. Oh.
That would be cool. He's got so much work, man. It's
And good for him. I like him. He's somebody that's easily personable.
yeah.
And I can imagine there've been roles where he's been evil and you just don't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like if he did a thing, because I don't know who he is in Black Mirror, so maybe that's what he does there. But like I could just imagine, like if he's somebody and you're like, oh no, this is the evil guy. Be like, are you kidding me? Really? God damn.
Yeah, no, he plays a like an FBI agent or a cop that's trying to figure out why people are dying from Twitter. They hashtag
Oh yeah,
whatever is killing a bunch of people.
this is the one you were talking about that time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, he's been in a ton of stuff, but
Yeah.
I think the first thing that really stood out to me personally was Marco Polo when he played Kubla Khan.
Yeah.
I was blown away when, just his acting. And then of course after that I started noticing him in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like The Martian and Doctor Strange and whatnot.
He was I've totally forgotten the dude's name. He was who's the doctor in Batman? Because he plays him too. Wow, my mind just went totally blank. Strange. He's a different Doctor Strange. He's Hugo
Hugo
Strange.
Strange?
Yeah.
He plays Hugo Strange?
Yeah. I'm pretty
Really?
sure. Yeah.
Hmm. In which movie?
In the show in Gotham.
Oh, no, 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 no.
No?
No, no, no. That's the guy from Jurassic Park.
Okay, I'm not thinking of the same guy then.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's Richard. That's the guy from Jurassic Park, the one who he's in the first Jurassic Park movie and he's in the last one.
Yeah, okay, so that was him and not okay.
Right, right. Benedict's bigger. He's a bigger dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I just for some reason I thought he was okay, sorry.
Yeah, you haven't really watched Gotham, so you might have just seen commercials.
I think like I saw like the promotional still and
Right,
I don't know,
right.
like it just stuck out to me.
Yeah. Yep. But man, yeah. I would. That would be awesome uh, for him to be Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I would totally be down for that. I did not know he was British.
Yeah, I
I'll
did.
be
I
damned.
mean, I did once. I heard him in Black Mirror, but yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. So in continuing the DC trend of casting people from old DC shows in new DC shows, uh,
Right.
Terry Hatcher, who was Lois in Lois and Clark: The Adventures of Superman, is going to be the villain this season in Supergirl.
Okay.
She's the big bad for season 2.
What do you think she's gonna be?
I have no idea. I haven't I still have only watched the pilot and the crossover. The first
Ah.
crossover, not even the newer crossover yet.
Oh, you haven't seen the newer crossover?
I haven't seen the Invasion crossover yet.
You got to see the whole invasion thing.
Yeah.
You can just start there. I mean, I would just start there with pretty much everything. If you're behind on Legends of Tomorrow and stuff like that.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably a fairly self-contained story. It would have to be.
It's very self-contained. Yep. I mean, it's not like you're, 70-year-old grandma that doesn't know anything about these characters. You'll catch
Right.
on extremely quickly the dynamics between the characters. The only ones you might be a little bit like, what is the Legends of Tomorrow? Just because they're constantly doing things in that show. Like
Right.
it's just constantly changing. Because you never know. Wait. So they've replaced this character with that character because he was lost in a time stream fighting Nazis, and so like it's just it gets
uh,
wacky. um,
uh, well, then they
but
should come back to the present day and pick him up. But
yeah, exactly.
so
Yeah, exactly.
so in an
Um,
awkward segue, Black Lightning begins filming in March.
yeah. Now this was rumor for a while, right? That CW was going to do another one, but I guess it's Fox.
It's going to be Fox, yeah.
Oh,
But
that's I hate
it's
that.
it's still I think it's still Berlanti Productions, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's going to happen? Fox is going to drop it, and it's going to go to CW, and it's going to be some Elseworld, just like Supergirl.
Or it's going to be like Constantine.
Yeah,
It's I don't know.
I get excited, and then it's a little like, oh, well, we're not going to have any sort of
Yeah, there's not going to be any crossover in this. Yeah.
yeah. I hate when because the shows do suffer for that. I think because we're so as an audience we expect that now. We get spoiled with it with CW. It's like CW is I don't know one of us are on the inside where they're like this is what fans want. They're comic book fans. They want to see Supergirl meeting Arrow.
Yeah.
They want to see a race between Supergirl and the Flash. Like this is not you know and Fox is like okay
They want to see
how
they want to see prepubescent angsty Bruce Wayne. Like
right. But to
no,
be
we
fair
don't.
though, as much as I want to make fun of Gotham, it's fun. It is as close to the animated series as you could get. The only problem and the biggest problem it has is Bruce Wayne is a child.
Yeah.
If Batman was Batman, this would not be. We would, you know what I mean? Like this,
Yeah.
we would be praising the show if it actually had Batman in it, because it has everything else. Did you see the Joker?
No.
Okay, so they. I'm gonna spoil something. Okay.
Okay. Well, like I know, we've seen the art of like Jerome is back and everything, and
He's
like
back, and his face was taken off and then put back on. He's straight up Scott Snyder's Joker.
sure, makes sense.
Yeah, like he's got the whole scar all the way around the head and the eyes, and his lips are just like the Joker. He's in a Joker costume with a big gun that says "Bang." Like he's the Joker. Like we have everything in the show except for a Batman.
Huh.
We even they even got Poison Ivy from a child to an adult.
Right, like
So
they aged her up just so they could have like an actual poison ivy. Like,
all right, and so now we have a back door. We have a scapegoat. If everything, if ratings drop, let's press that button. Let's get Bruce Wayne as a teenager,
yeah, I
or
don't know.
at least like 18 years old, so we can start Batman.
Right, like yeah, cause I'm so far behind on that show. Apparently, the mid-season finale was good.
Like I said, man, as much as I want to hate that show, I'm watching it and I'm like, the wacky stuff they do, like the Penguin.
Yeah,
It's the way they shoot it, the way the scenes look, the way the music play. It, it's very, there's a style to it that's very comic book, that's very animated series. Like,
big time.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's very. I love it. I get flashes of the animated series, and I'm like, damn, like I would love if it was just Batman in here, as well. But
Yeah,
they're doing a good job with James Gordon, and I like it. It's the spoiler. This is spoiler for like the second part of the season. One of the characters, a drop of someone's blood goes in their bloodstream, and it makes them crazy. A character that is just die hard, play by the rules. And so, he's talking, he's hearing voices in his head, and it's so animated and it's so comic book, and you're like, yes, this is awesome. But it's James Gordon going after him. It's not Batman, and I think that's that's the
it's the
we could almost have it. Why don't we do it? It's like we have the rights to this franchise, and we just took the best part out of it.
right. It's the idea of like you can't do you can't do GCPD and supervillains. It has to be Batman and supervillains.
Right,
You
right,
can't do the Joker and Ivy and Mr. Freeze and all these without Batman. You could do a GCPD show, but you couldn't really do the supervillains. It would be a mob show, like the way it looked, the way it started.
right, exactly. And that would have been cool. That would have
Yeah,
been great. But now it's just straight up. It's straight up comic book.
yeah.
Like you have people aging. You have Doctor Hugo Strange bringing people back from the dead. There are there's I think there was a bat, the bat thing or whatever. There there's so or man bat. There's so many. It's all comic book now, and it's like where's Batman?
And that's all
We
we're
are
missing.
we're full on villains here.
Oh well. We'll take a quick break and we'll leave you all to ponder where is the goddamn Batman. And we'll be right
Right.
back. Get you listening to us on the N.FM, and we'll see you all in a minute. Welcome back to We Geek Podcast on the N.FM. And so we got through wondering where Batman was. We'll kick through the rest of this TV news. Um, did you see they finally cast Cloak and Dagger?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Aubrey Joseph, who was in, what was it, Run All Night, I think? He was,
Oh,
I don't remember who he was, but I think that was the credit that they had for him. And, hang on, I gotta read this one, because I can't see that print from that far away. And Olivia Holt, who was a Disney Channel singer, actor, one of those.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing them now.
Yeah,
Yep, that looks about right.
so they're gonna be Cloak and Dagger respectively. So cool, good for them.
There we go.
Like it's it's teenagers. That's what I expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this will work on Freeform. I'm curious to see this. I am. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
And we know it's coming out sometime this winter, so we've got a long way to go yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh.
I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I've said plenty of times I've never been interested in Cloak and Dagger, but I hope it does good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One thing real fast about Gotham.
Oh, here we go.
They've been playing up this whole uh, Penguin versus Riddler thing.
Okay, sure.
And it's hilarious because they're supposed to be like best friends, but they're like, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm pretty sure they're going to an angle where like the Penguin realizes he's in love with the Riddler. That's just how like off the wall they're getting in the show.
That would be a really interesting twist. I like
it.
That.
It is because she's like, oh yeah, it totally clicked when she's like, I forgot what she was saying, but one of the characters were like, you're just jealous. You're completely jealous that I'm doing this with him. It was the girl that the Riddler was dating, and she's like, you're in love with him, and he's like, no, I want to kill him. I wouldn't. Like he gets so nervous, and they're playing that up. I haven't seen the last episode, but I like it's taking the characters in directions that you just haven't seen before.
Sure.
But at the same time, very comic book. So I don't know. It just popped in my head real fast when we were talking about Gotham. I can't. I just that show's fun.
Well, and that's the thing. At some point, the show is its own thing. You can only be beholden to so much canon.
Well, they're doing the same thing with the Batman video game from Telltale. What is it?
Telltale. Yeah.
Telltale. Yeah. Where the Penguin is like he's handsome and he's, just very different from the Penguin you think of in the comic book.
Yeah, you get that just from the first episode. He's way different.
Right, exactly. And they change. They change fundamental things about Batman as well and other characters. So it's like I like this. I like that it's very familiar, but it does something different.
Right.
That's what I want. Yeah.
That's how adaptations and reboots and whatnot need to be. They're not.
Yeah.
They can't just be carbon copies, but they can't be. We can't go wildly off the wall with it.
Right.
There are some lines you don't cross. I'm looking at you, the Batman, with your ape Joker. I don't like that. That was just weird, but whatever. It's a cartoon. Who cares?
Yeah.
So they have finally begun production on Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, really?
About a month after it was scheduled to release. Oh man, that show's doomed. It's just, I'm sorry, I am, but it's doomed. It may be a great show, but nobody's gonna watch it because it's on All Access, and it's gonna tank. And CBS is gonna look at it and say, well, this didn't drive people to buy our completely inane and stupid subscription service, which means it's clearly because of the show, so the show has to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
Yep.
So Conor McGregor is not going to be on Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah. He did a thing the other day where he's like, nope, it's not going to be me.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to be busy taunting Mayweather some more.
You think that's going to happen? You think he's going to...
Mayflower's a pussy. It's never going to happen.
No?
Mayweather, whatever. I don't care. He's not going to get in the ring to hit Conor because Conor's not a woman. That's Floyd's specialty.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm sorry. I do not care about Floyd's record. Half of his bouts were soft, and maybe that's because of the state of boxing anymore. That may entirely well be, but no. Floyd's he's not going to do it. because he's going to get destroyed. He will get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
Because Conor will just come out and whoop his ass.
Right.
I'm all for it. No, it'll never happen. Conor would do it regardless. Even if he went out there and actually got beat, Conor's not the kind of guy who's gonna complain. He's gonna say, you know what, I got in here, I got my ass kicked. Let's do it again.
Right.
Mayweather's a coward.
Yeah.
So that's like,
Yep.
His whole thing of like it's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Oh yeah.
He was like, because Dana White was like, we'll guarantee you $25 million, and Floyd just laughed.
Money.
Because
Shane McMahon's music just played.
Yeah, right. No kidding. And
Yeah.
fine, he's a big draw and everything. I get it. People will pay to see this fight, but it's like, nope, $100 million guaranteed. I'm like, are you kidding me? $25 million, and I could disappear. You'd never see me get $25 million after taxes. I am set for the rest of my life. I can't comprehend people who do that. Like, I just can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
Like, nope, that's not enough. There's not enough zeros on that number. Like, I don't what? I got bummed because I'm eligible for food stamps. I get $16 a month.
Jeez.
And this, yeah, right. Working full time for tips in this town. Oh, I want to talk for a second before we get into video games. I want to do a public service announcement about the Super Bowl this weekend.
Okay.
And this concerns the fact that everybody in this country is going to order pizza. Because they are. Have some patience. It's very simple. Because every pizza place is going to get 40 orders that are all put in as future orders that are due in the same half-hour window at least.
Yeah.
So everybody in town is going to show up and be like, I ordered my pizza at 5:30. We've got 2 ovens. They only go so fast. You are not special. You are going to get your food when you get your food. Sorry about the inconvenience, but don't worry. Nobody wants you to pay for your food, get your food, and leave faster than the people who are working there.
Right.
Because they know the longer you stay, the angrier you're going to get. Because you're all special and happy little entitled, I want my food right now. Well, that's not how food service works.
Right.
And the same thing goes with people ordering delivery. God only knows. We're going to have 50 deliveries from 4 to 7, probably. It's going to be insane. And we've got 5 drivers. So that's going to be 10 deliveries apiece over the course of 3 hours.
Wow.
Which is, what's that, 3 deliveries an hour?
Yeah.
And if they're across town, it's crazy. And, people, and here's the thing. It's the busiest day of the year. It's a day where we make less money. Because people don't tip. So, like, I ordered this. I wanted this 15 minutes ago. I put an order in online, and it was supposed to be due, blah, 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 blah. Look, man, we're busting our asses here. We're doing the best that we can, and we're fighting with everybody else. So,
yeah.
Just, have some patience with people and tip the drivers. Because we are doing everything we can, and if not, I am petitioning that we have a list of, like, here are the customers who are assholes. If their pizza takes 10 minutes longer, who cares? But, can't do that because of professionalism and all that crap.
Right.
So.
Right. Now for the Super Bowl, I'm going to my mom, so we usually get, like, we'll call Publix, and we'll get, like, a platter, like 50 wings or something.
There you go.
And subs. Yeah, no, delivery on Super Bowl, out of your mind. I don't know why.
Yeah. Everybody, because nobody wants to leave. And look, I understand. I get it. But you got to have some patience. And
if I did pizza, I would pick it up because I know that I'd be able to get it faster,
Right.
And I would you would want to time it. Yeah. I mean, I get why everyone wants to get pizza right at the time the Super Bowl starts, of course.
Yeah.
But some common sense has to kick in, But we're talking about people, so
Yeah,
you know,
right. Just understand that it's gonna take a little time, and you're gonna
yeah,
have to wait. You are. It's just gonna happen. It may be an extra 5 minutes. It may be an extra half an hour, because if we have, because we are gonna have a stack of orders that are all gonna be due at like 5:30. But
yeah, man. People call barbecue places. Get something different. You
yeah,
know, spread it out a little bit.
look, man. Our business is gonna be great. We're
Yeah,
not worried about sales at all because it's gonna
yeah,
happen. We're just gonna get all this crap feedback like I had to wait for my pizza. Well, you know what? Your orders pop at at a time because our carryout time and our delivery time are different, and so your order will pop. Say you ordered at 5:30 for carryout. Your order's gonna pop up 15 minutes before because that's our promise time.
right.
Which just for Super Bowl Sunday, if you order anything from anywhere food related, throw the promise time out the window because it's not going to be ready then. It's just
Right.
not. Especially because, okay, here's your order. Here are all of these other orders for the same time that were placed before yours. Not to mention, here are all the other orders from people who just called and ordered that we have to make right now. We're gonna have our make. I feel bad for our guys on make table because they are gonna be busting their asses. Like it's just gonna be pizza after pizza. It's gonna be like a little conveyor belt, and they're not gonna get any kind of break. I tip my hat to those guys because we have.
Man, you got me wanting to order pizza after this.
Order some pizza. Look, I happily promote the ordering of pizza and wings and all that stuff, but the problem with customer service and ask anybody who's in any kind of especially like food anybody who's in food service and they'll tell you the problem with customer service is customers.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
but it's y'all's fault.
yeah,
But just three things: have some patience, have some understanding, and tip the driver. Damn it, because I want to make some money on the Super Bowl.
yeah, yep. Here,
So
here,
yes, thank you. So Square Enix is making an Avengers game. Uh,
and apparently a Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
yeah, they're doing what they've called it the Avengers Project, and
Yeah,
they're doing other stuff too, which is awesome. And they're being at least the Avengers game is being developed by Crystal Dynamics, which is fantastic.
yes.
Here, here, very nice.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but that's gonna be awesome. Like I love seeing because we kind of got a tease of an Avengers game. What was it? A few years ago that was canceled, and it
Yeah.
was like kind of first persony, and it was oh, what was it? It was kind of the end of the Civil War, wasn't it? Because there were scrolls and the secret prison and all that, wasn't there? Like the comic book storyline, anyway, if I remember
I
right.
want to say yes.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
But and
I
that looked.
wonder what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
I would love to see a Scrolls video game, like with Invasion of this, you know,
Well,
where
because
that would be an easy way for you to be able to fight other characters.
sure,
Yeah.
and they could
Um.
do it. They can't have Super Scroll, but they have the rights to the action to the species, just not the one in particular.
Well, I think video games they have they hold all the rights.
Do they? Can they
Yes.
do that?
Yes, they can use every character in the video game.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie world is different. Just the Disney and Marvel still own the rights to it's all one thing for the video games.
Okay.
What I read basically was that unlike Star Wars, where they just EA got the rights, with Marvel, they have been they've been doing a whole bunch of mobile stuff, just like with Star Wars. But their AAA space, they are very keen on getting specific developers to develop specific games for them. That's why you have Spider-Man where it's at. That's why you have Avengers where it's at,
Fair
because they
enough.
want, it's not just one studio. Because for so long there've been kind of crappy superhero video games that they want to do it where they want to make sure they want to put it out where it's right, and I think it's, it makes sense what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I
So,
like where Spider-Man is, because
yeah.
that's exactly who you want working on that game.
Yep.
It's exactly
Yep.
who you want working on that game. And look, Crystal Dynamics doing an Avengers game, shit, like
Yep.
that's fantastic.
And apparently, the rumor is they're doing a Guardians as well. And don't forget, we have the Telltale game that's going to be Guardians too.
Yeah,
So,
that'll be that'll be interesting, because I imagine the Guardians game's probably a ways off. The Square Enix one, anyway.
right. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I think I forgot where it was. I don't have the headline up in front of me, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but so yeah, that'll be cool. Did you see? Okay, so Francis Ford Coppola has found a team of developers to make an Apocalypse Now video game.
Yeah, why? Why is that?
I
Real fast. It was the Deus Ex developers that are rumored to be doing the Guardians game.
that's that's Eidos. Is that's Eidos Montreal?
Deus Ex. Let's see here. The team that created the last two Deus Ex games are the ones that are uh, rumored to be working on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about that series, but
Okay, I think it is. Um, 'Cause man, yeah, now that's got me. Yeah, look that up real quick. Who did the
let's see. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Square Enix.
right? But they were,
Uh,
they were the publisher basically. Who did the
doesn't really. Yeah. IDS Montreal.
I thought so. That's okay,
Yep.
cool. A Guardians game from a Guardians Deus Ex game. Hell yeah! Like,
Yeah.
shit, I'll take that.
Yep.
Uh, all right, well, we'll let y'all think about that for a second while we take a quick break. Again, you're listening to a We Geek podcast on the N.FM, and we'll see you all in a minute. Welcome back to We Geek podcast on the N.FM, and we were kicking through the Avengers news, but yeah, we had this Apocalypse Now news. I don't what I'm still working on this. Like, do we really need another Apocalypse Now video game?
Well, didn't this is the same people who did the Godfather game, right?
I don't know. I didn't see. I didn't see who the developers were.
Let's see here.
Because I know they're working on getting a Kickstarter going.
Yeah, I looked up Apocalypse, and apparently there's a Bruce Willis game called Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, that was an old PlayStation title. That game
Yeah.
was a. Oh, yeah, that was a video game.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's coming up, so.
Yeah. I mean, we had Spec Ops The Line, which was basically a modern take on Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, Talk Platforms is doing it, I guess.
Okay, that tells me nothing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No idea who these people are.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
Now,
yeah.
Apocalypse Now game creators talk. Well, hold on. I read the headline wrong. It doesn't say who the Montgomery.
Yeah, I don't think they're like an actual company. I think he just found a bunch of game developers.
Oh, okay. Well, yep. Well, yep. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens from this. It's such a
Yeah.
weird, like, why would you pluck from obscurity? You don't make a video game out of that. Just it's weird.
Right, and it's gonna be over 40 years old by the time that game comes out.
And did I read that they were gonna like change the story?
Oh, I don't know. I don't. I don't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll have to in some aspects, I'm sure, but
Yeah, the creator of the Godfather game. Is it Visceral that's doing it? Yeah.
what?
Hold on.
No.
Sorry, I'm reading a bunch of things. I should have gotten all this beforehand.
Yeah, no, that can't be right. Maybe somebody who used to work for Visceral.
Yeah.
But the Godfather game was pretty good, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's not visceral. This is just going over Coppola's opinions of EA and Visceral's Godfather game.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what audience that's for. You know, most fans of that film, like people our age, don't even know that film, well. Uh, Only like, me, you, like I think we're the rare ones. Most of my friends, if I said Apocalypse Now, maybe two or three of them have seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, our generation's more of a Full Metal Jacket crowd.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's
I think that was our big war movie.
yeah, or like Black Hawk Down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, or Saving Private Ryan.
Right.
It not Apocalypse Now. It's so it's stuff that we seen. I think because we love films and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think most people would look at it and they're like, Jesus Christ, this movie's 4 hours.
Right, right, right. Yeah, most people our age would not be into it.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Yeah,
did you see? They had a big 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy thing this week.
I did. What came from it? I don't know what came from.
We saw a piece of art for the Final Fantasy VII remake, uh, which was like
Oh,
the absolute bare minimum of anything you could do. They were like, here's a piece of art of like Cloud standing with his sword, and there's Midgar in the background. I'm like, okay, that's that's neat. It would make kind of a cool poster, but what else you got?
shows you about how far along they are.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'll wait. I've waited this long for an announcement. I'll wait longer for the game. I'm good. I don't care.
Yep.
Um, they announced, and then they did a piece of art for Kingdom Hearts 3, which
No,
was Sora looking at whatever building it was in the style of the original box art for Final Fantasy VII, where it's like him standing there with his sword over his back and he's looking up at the thing in the distance. Oh,
really.
oh God, you guys are killing me here. Um, they also announced Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age has a July 11th release date for anybody who really wants to replay what, in my opinion, and apparently I'm in the very small minority of this, was one of the worst Final Fantasy games ever made.
Which one?
12. I
Uh,
hated 12. I absolutely despised it.
a lot of
And
people like it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, apparently I'm one of the very few.
Yeah.
Which is, that's fine. I don't mind. But it was.
I think the big one that people hated was 13.
Oh,
See, I'm
yeah.
not in the Final Fantasy realm or whatnot, but as an outsider, that's the one that I think got a lot of heat was 13. But 12 was one that I think people.
Yeah, people like 12. They did.
I think I remember when it came out, people were okay about it, and it was only afterwards that I started people saying, "Oh no, secretly that's like my number two Final Fantasy."
Yeah.
I would hear people say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, not me. It's not the worst, but it's not. It to me anyway. I did not enjoy it.
yeah,
But look, I'll rent it. At some point maybe. I don't know. I'll give it another shot. But
yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, 13 was awful. 13.2 was bad. Interestingly though, 13.3 was not terrible.
yeah."
Wasn't great, but wasn't terrible.
I'm playing through 6.
Cool.
It's fun. Yeah,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like it so far.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Well, that's what I heard from everyone saying it was the best. So I was like, all right, let's see it.
Yeah, there's really kind of 4 or 5 that could vie for a top spot, and it's four, 6, 7, 9, and 10 are usually like if you're gonna have a conversation of top 5, those are the ones that are in there.
Yeah.
I think 8 gets a lot of hate for what it is. I think I think I talk about 8 the way that, like, it's kind of flipped from how I look at 12. Like, I think I'm in the minority of people who really enjoyed 8, and
Oh,
everybody
okay.
else was just kind of like, you know, and it didn't suck.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked 8. 8 was good. But yeah,
Yeah.
6 is usually up there when people talk about which ones are the greatest. And that's
Yeah.
totally fair. That's very totally fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
We'll see. There's a lot of games still left to play, and I'm enjoying it. I took a break from 15, kind of,
yeah.
and I've been playing through this, and it's been fun. I like the turn-based action.
Yeah, I miss that.
It's difficult. Like I'm like, what the?
It is.
I'm getting killed, and then I'm like, oh well, okay, I guess I gotta go kill a bunch of other little guys first
Mm-hmm.
before I move any further down this map.
Grinding's a bitch, man.
Yeah.
It's awful, but that's
Yeah.
part of it. Uh, but go ahead. You had something.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, did you see that some news came out from Battlefront 2?
Oh yeah, that it's gonna come out this winter,
Yeah,
and
it's coming out this year.
yeah,
Of course, we knew that it has two single player stories.
right.
So I imagine we'll get Rebels and Empire, New Order, or whatever. But it's confirmed now that there will be multiple eras. So this could be current.
Interesting.
This could be uh, the New Order, which I'm pretty sure I saw concept art that has episode 7, episode 8, uh, you know, battles and
Well, sure. I mean, that would.
characters and whatnot,
Yeah, that just
which
makes
is
sense.
almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
But what I would love, because this doesn't 100% confirm what I want, but it does open up the door for prequel stuff, like the Clone Wars
Yeah.
and all the many of battles they had, and even stuff like the before the Clone Wars, like the Battle of Naboo. Like I would love a field of Gungans and battle droids fighting each other. Like that would, as much as it was dumb in the movie, it would be a lot of dumb fun
It,
to play in a big HD game. You know what I mean?
sure. I mean, yeah. Let's be honest about it. That would be fun. It would.
Yeah, it would be great. That's where that kind of stuff should thrive.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense in the movie. I like the prequels, but what I'm trying to say is your people's prejudice against them aside, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, that would be just so cool.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. This is a game. These things are built for battles. Like that's the whole point of these games is
Yeah,
to engage in these big giant battles. So the Battle of Naboo, the Battle of Geonosis, like these are things that you need to have.
yep.
They just
Or like
are.
have a flashback and suddenly you're playing through Order 66. And like just oh man, that would be so cool.
Yeah. God.
And then new battles, like new planets that good old planet where gravity is just all out of whack. Or a battle on that new planet in Rogue One, where it's not a planet, it's a marketplace on the two asteroids.
Yeah.
Like just stupid cool stuff like that.
Sure.
Or the planets falling apart, on the whatever the super weapon they were on in the new one.
Yeah.
Um, just so many different places they could go to that we haven't really visited. I want to be able to play as a ton of different species, and I don't want to have to play 50 levels to do that.
To unlock them, sure.
Unlock. I want 10 levels, 20. Suddenly you can play as an Ewok. Yes, give me crazy species, not just the ones that look human. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God, could
Like
you? I would love for them to put the Battle of Naboo in, and then like after a week, I want to see the stats of just how many more people played as the battle droids than the Gungans, just to see, and
oh
like
yeah,
how many Gungans were killed. Like I want to see. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I'm a horrible person, but I want to see the numbers on like just how genocidal is this fan base.
right. And don't give me this. It has to be accurate bullshit.
Ah, screw
When I
that.
when I have when I have Rogue One characters running around on planets that they shouldn't be on, like it's just like
Give
don't give me that shit.
no, give me. You know what I want? I want to be able to pick like who fights who because I want to see Gungans versus Ewoks.
Yeah,
I want to see that. Like
yeah.
I
No,
have to
that's
see that now.
yes, exactly. And there's so many like
Oh
I
my
want to
god.
play as a Wookiee. I want to get fucking crazy and do the
Yes.
Yu Yang Vong. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like like I want to write banthas. You know what I mean? Like I want to, let's play Protect the Hut. You know what I mean? Like or Tusken Raiders or just get crazy with it. There's so many cool species and interesting planets. Don't play it safe. I don't want them to play it safe
Nah, go
with
nuts
this.
with it. This is their license to do that. They say, you know what? Let's do some weird shit.
And then you can even do what Call of Duty does. Have a zombie mode. That's canon. You know what I mean? There was an outbreak on that ship
Yeah.
with the stormtroopers. Like you can get weird with it.
Uh,
Uh
yeah, it'll never happen.
yeah, I know. The possibilities are endless and it's like they're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
bummer. But yeah, that stuff would be cool, man. Stuff would be really awesome.
yeah, I think so too. I would love that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like I said I don't want to play 50 I level up 50 times just to unlock a Twi'lek.
Yeah, right.
Not what I want.
Uh,
Um but yeah.
oh well. So Codemasters has announced that Dirt 4 will be released on June 9th.
Okay.
So, well, first of all, they announced, hey, we're making Dirt 4. Hey, it's coming out June 9th.
Hmm.
I'm okay with that. Dirt Rally was awesome.
Yeah.
I hope that they go back to, like, I don't want it to be quite as realistic, but I liked where they went because Rally was really grounded.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that worked. I mean, that was if that was what you were looking for, that was really cool. Um, Maybe lighten up just a little. Don't go, don't try to be the next Forza Horizon. Don't do that. But have fun doing what they're doing. And Codemasters does really good with their games. The
It-
grid games were good. The dirt games are good. I'm looking forward to this.
yeah. Yeah, I never really was into those kind of games, but
No.
cool. Cool,
Cool.
cool,
Ukulele has gone gold 21 months after the Kickstarter ended.
cool.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
At least they made it. So
Yeah, no, that game looks fun.
I, you know,
Looks cool. Oh, go ahead.
no, it's just like it's the guys who made Banjo Kazooie wanted to make a different game based on like they made the same game, they just skinned it different.
Right. Right. I saw that Horizon Zero Dawn went gold as well.
Nice. Yeah, it's the end of the month.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And did you
in.
see that Tony Hawk is trying to make another video game, but not with Activision?
Really?
Yeah. He wants to fund another video game, but he doesn't want to do it with Activision.
Because I saw jumping ahead a bit, he wants to do a documentary about the Pro Skater series.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be titled "Pretending I'm a Superman." Just, but
Yeah,
hey,
that
you know
would
what?
be
Like
interesting.
again, like that would be interesting. What
Yeah.
the hell happened after Pro Skater 3? You know,
Right.
it went to hell
Yeah,
from there. It really did.
exactly. And real fast because there's more video game news we'll get to after the break, but did you see Pokemon Sun and Moon have been bought just shy under 15 million times?
Jesus.
Like, what the hell? That game is just it's a powerhouse.
Yeah, they went big, man. They took a
Yeah.
big swing, and they were like, well, hell yeah.
I think Pokemon Go really helped it, gave it its first like oomph, like it got the word of Pokemon back into the world.
Right. It was what was old was new again.
Right. Remember when we were happy?
Remember when the
Yeah.
world took a walk for like a week?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The world took for maybe a month, a good month. But yeah, when the world took a walk, man, we really need to do that again. They need to. Where have they been? Why haven't they updated it? It's so crazy.
Yeah, right.
You would think it would be so easy to just put 100 more in there.
Ah, well, who
I got to
knows?
boot that back up and go for a walk.
There you go. Now you're talking. Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we gotta take one more break here. We'll be right back. Again, you're listening to We Geek Podcast on the N.FM, and we'll see you all in a minute. Welcome back to We Geek Podcast on the N.FM. And Adam, you got some more video game. I think that was the end of what I had in the notes, but you found some more.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. And not to get too political or anything, but I thought it was pretty cool what Insomniac Games did. They released a video, you know, straight up calling out our president about the Muslim refugee ban and how important it is that they are diverse in what they do. And they, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on their YouTube channel, Insomniac Games. So, don't want to get into it, but if you're in the political mindset, and I think pretty much everyone is right now, go check it out. I thought it was a cool, interesting video that they did, and, just wanted to tip my hat to them. So I thought it was, it's important that, companies get out there and they do things like that.
Yeah.
So, and there's another bit of information I'm going to be real fast about because I know we want to get into wrestling and whatnot. But BioWare has announced that they've been working on a game, a new IP, since like 2012. They basically said they're done with the Mass Effect game. They're ready for it to come out. Just a month or two away. But they said that they announced that they have a project that should be out before the end of 2018. Nothing else was said about it except that it was a new IP.
Nice.
So yeah, they've been working on Star Wars and a bunch of other stuff. So it'd be interesting. One little tidbit from it is they said that you'd be playing with your friends. So a lot of people are assuming it's going to be Destiny-like, but hopefully better.
Hey, look,
So
I'll tell you what. If you give me a Destiny version if you give me a Star Wars version of Destiny, it would take. What's the deluxe Ultimate Limited Edition? I'm in.
Oh no, well,
But
it's not gonna be Star Wars. That's the thing. It's new IP.
oh, boo. Well, but
Yeah. Oh no, but what you just said, I completely agree. If
mm,
we got a Destiny version of Star Wars, hell yes. But it's a new IP, and it is going to be, kind of like their Dragon Age or something.
right.
Um, and it's gonna be. It just the way they worded it was that you'll be able to play with your you can't wait to play with your friends. A lot of people are speculating that it is going to be a a Destiny light game because they're like drawing upon our 20 years of development knowledge and lessons, building a new IP from scratch. And it'll be even more thrilling for us to share you with more in the future. So we'll find out at E3 basically.
Right. There'll be an announcement at E3 probably. Yeah.
Right, right. So if it's anything like Mass Effect, hell yeah, yeah. So
Cool.
that's it. That's all for the video game news.
That should be interesting. Um, Real quick, and I saw this and I wanted to share this. There is a company called Four Corners Forge. They're a company under the umbrella of the company that owns another merchandising company that does a lot of the officially licensed Game of Thrones replica stuff, swords, armor, etc. They're a sister company to them. They have obtained the exclusive rights to do the weapons and whatnot from the King Killer Chronicle.
Oh, nice.
They are starting with Caesura.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
on their website. Go check. It's Four Corners Forge. They're on Facebook. Check this thing out. It's $250, which for a replica sword is not bad by itself.
That's not bad at all.
But when you take a look at this thing, holy shit. It looks amazing. They're doing the first run of it, they're only doing like 5,000, which may sell out, may not sell out. I don't know the statistics on things like this, so I couldn't tell you.
So the question is, are you going to get it?
Oh man, I want to.
It looks nice.
It does. It really does. But I don't know.
My
We'll see. I got
my buddy got one like he got a sword like this, and it was the Frostmourne from Warcraft.
nice.
Yeah, he broke it, but
Sure, that's what happens.
he did something with the hilt. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, that
but
looks nice.
yeah, doesn't it though? Like that's badass. Yeah, it's up for pre-order right now. I forget they're shipping sometime in the next couple months. They said spring, so won't be too
Yeah,
long. But yeah, damn, like that looks good. Uh,
yeah.
but let's talk Riverdale real quick because you watched it
Oh,
and you said I
yes.
should watch it, and I watched it and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, yeah. It was really good. I told my friends to watch it, and I didn't tell them about Archie.
Yeah,
I was just like, there's this show. It is kind of, I was like, it's kind of like, One Tree Hill or something. It's like a murder mystery though. That's kind of how I pitched it. I was like, there's this murder mystery, and it sets up these characters. My friends' minds were blue when they were like, Betty Veronica, this is fucking Archie. I was like, yes.
yeah,
I go, there's gonna be Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They're gonna Josie and the Pussycats. Like, I love how they've set up all these little characters
yeah,
and their relationships with each other. And I didn't read that much Archie. I only read, kind of the new stuff and the afterlife with Archie. So I had I had some understanding of the characters, and it was so cool. I can't wait.
yeah,
I love how they, we didn't get much of Jughead, but I love how they've set up his character, and
yeah. We
apparently
got
he had a relationship with Betty.
yeah. It's like we got enough. That
Yeah,
was what was great. Like
we got that tease.
yeah, and these are not spineless teenagers where it's like,
No,
oh, okay, mom, okay, dad, but they're not openly rebellious either,
right.
except in certain warranted, like they feel real, which is fantastic, and so do the parents. Like you're like, oh yeah, I know parents like that. I've seen parents like this, so
Yep.
they're not caricatures. They're solid characters,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to see where this goes going forward. It's Thursdays, right,
Yep.
on the CW.
Tuesdays at 9, I believe.
Cool.
I think it was on at 8 last week, but I think it's Thursdays at
Yeah, I think it's Thursdays at
9.
9. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
So I think it follows Supernatural, right? Which is kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait to see the next chapter, and I like how they ended it with the oh man, it was just so good,
Yeah.
so good. So
Yeah.
yep, check that out.
Definitely. Um, okay. So we've got to talk about this Royal Rumble thing that happened. The irony of all of this was the tagline going into it. Remember the Rumble. Do a shot every time you heard that, you'll wake up with alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
This was one of the most easily forgettable Rumbles ever.
I wouldn't say that.
Nothing happened.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. Look,
Okay, the two matches I just adored was the Kevin Owens Reigns match. That was so good.
well, I'll give you
AJ
the
Styles Cena match.
yeah. Oh, I'll give you the rest of the pay-per-view. Totally, was awesome.
Oh, okay.
Oh
You
yeah,
mean the actual?
I mean the
match.
actual Rumble match. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I agree. It
yeah,
had so much potential.
yeah. Owens,
It
yeah,
had so much potential.
yeah. Owens, I agree. Owens Reigns was awesome.
Yeah.
Cena, the funny thing about Cena and Styles, it was their SummerSlam match all over again, but I didn't mind. And then the way that they tweaked the ending, I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
because it's
sure,
been so long. I'm telling you, man,
yeah,
Cena as part timer is the best because people miss him when he comes in. It's like, oh, that's right, this guy is the things he was doing. I don't even know what he did with AJ Styles with one move where he like flipped him over, and I was just blown away. I've never seen anything like that
yeah.
before.
Cena, I'm telling you, Cena, the crowd can now officially stop chanting "You can't wrestle" at Cena. There was a time where it really was like he did the same, he had the same like 8 moves in total, and that
Right.
was it. But he has really branched from that. He's kind of gone
Oh,
back. He had to go backwards a little to his prototype days or his old John Cena days a little bit and say, you know what, we need to bring some more of this. And he has responded, and I tip my hat to him. And that's why
right.
I'm not mad that he won, because he, through his storyline, he was like, I'm gonna take this, and did it in a way that works. Like it wasn't just another Cena wins lol moment. It was like, no, it felt like he earned it, which, coming from John Cena, that was impressive.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was just I loved those matches. It was really good.
Yeah, and the Neville and Rich Swann match, I wanted to smack everyone in that crowd because that crowd was dead for that match, and that was an awesome cruiserweight match.
It was.
And
I love King Neville. I hope they just roll with that.
I'm with the What Culture guys. I hope he holds that belt forever.
Yeah.
He's just so he's finally found his character, and he has grabbed that by the horns and just run with it. I love it. I'm not crazy about the superplex as a finisher. I just because it's a thing that was done so much. It's like when they, like, through the Cruiserweight Classic, when they were like, and this person does an amazing German suplex. I'm like, but like, we've seen, these are the kind of things that we've seen so much before that there wasn't a lot of extra oomph on it.
Right.
And I don't, and it's definitely a sign of the times. It absolutely is. That something like that, which years ago would have worked, it doesn't work now, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, those matches were awesome. The pre-show matches were kind of terrible. The tag titles match was a train wreck. That was just awful.
Yeah, why?
We had two referees, and then one got distracted, so the other one missed the whole. It was pointless. It was a pointless stipulation.
Yeah. Why is it a German suplex? What makes it German?
I don't want to speculate. No, I'm sure it's a nationality thing, but I can't think of a really good for the podcast joke right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. But then the actual Rumble match was just like, just nothing.
Oh, it's totally boring. I mean, this year set up so many potential surprises. We could have had Sting and Undertaker stare down. We could have had Kurt Angle run in. What the Kenny Omega that people just are in love with. I don't know much about him.
Yeah, that never would have happened.
Right. But I'm just saying the lead up, that was in the conversation. You know what I mean?
Right. And what surprise? We could have had Finn Balor. We could have had Samoa Joe. And
yes.
what did we get? Fucking Roman fucking Reigns at number 30. God damn Vince McMahon for that.
Yeah, the only surprise, which wasn't a surprise, was Ty Dillinger. That was the one thing where I was like, oh, that's cool. They did it. They figured,
Right, they did that. That was
when
awesome.
When that happened, I thought, oh, they're listening. They're listening to people.
Yeah.
Like, they're listening. Yeah. This is what people want, so there's hope.
Yeah.
And then,
give it 20 more entries. Give it 20 more entries and see what happens.
And see, here's the thing. I'm a huge fan of Enzo and Cass. That was just so stupid, such a wasted.
Yeah. I mean, I liked the moment. I did, but cool. Yeah, we didn't need it.
No. I like that, he's the scrappy little guy that's going to get thrown around like a rag doll.
Because we don't have any of them, Sami Zayn, Kalisto, any of the cruiserweights.
Right. Like, how funny would it have been if he would have been the one to take out Brock, though?
I would. Oh my. Well, look, we've had stranger things. Maven eliminated the Undertaker in 2002. Like, right. We've had.
That would have been a big push for Enzo. That would have been like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe he's getting it. So, but yeah, dude, it was just so. And Goldberg came out and took out Brock in less than. It was just.
And here's the thing, I'm okay with that. I actually like that. Because that.
No, I like that part, but it was just.
Like, that sets up, like, their WrestleMania match when Brock finally beats Goldberg is going to feel like something special. Because he just kept, he got his ass kicked and he's like, all right, fine, you caught me by surprise. And then the second time they meet, he gets his ass handed to him again. And you're like, okay, yeah, but, to quote Paul Heyman.
Right. Right, exactly.
And then The Undertaker came out and looked like hell. And not in the good way. And then
apparently after the match he was doing pretty bad.
Yeah, he's not. Taker is not in good shape. Undertaker is just not in great shape. And I don't want him to wrestle a crap match because he feels like he has to. I would rather him not be there.
He's gonna get one more match, I think.
Yeah, and it's gonna be against Roman Reigns, which is just god awful.
But why Roman Reigns? Why wouldn't Roman face off against Strowman in WrestleMania?
Because they're probably gonna do that at what is it, Payback? They've got another Raw pay-per-view coming in a month, so they're gonna pay these off before then, and then they're gonna set up the Raw side of WrestleMania after that. And
How disappointing would it be for him to be the last match against Undertaker?
Extraordinarily disappointing.
Unless he was a heel,
which they're never gonna do.
That would be better.
Yeah, they're never gonna do it. It's like heel Cena. It's just never gonna happen.
I think a heel Roman Reigns would be way more likely than a heel Cena. Heel Roman only makes sense. It only makes sense. His sales aren't as good.
No,
you know what I mean, like it's not. It's not out of the question with Roman Reigns. Think about what they did this weekend. Let's think about this.
Yeah, let's. When it's like, all right, who's going to be number 30? It could be returning Finn Balor. It could be Samoa Joe. And people were going back and forth. And then what do we hear?
But that's what the creative is thinking. They're thinking, okay, here's a chance to get Norton over. That was their whole thought process. How could we get people to cheer Randy Orton?
Yeah,
that's right. We'll put out the one person that they hate.
Right, but
and as long as Randy Orton gets over him, then we'll be good.
Yeah,
but they know people don't like it.
Right, but nobody really cheered Randy Orton either. They were like, "Oh, thank God it wasn't Roman. Oh,
I agree,
it was Randy Orton. Is this 2009 with Orton winning the Rumble and John Cena being the champion? Oh my God, have we really gone nowhere in 8 years?"
But that's the only plausible explanation of why they would have done that.
No, there's another one, and it's that they suck.
I'm telling you, they have to. The thought process was, we'll put him out there. People will be pissed that he's doing he's taking out all these people, and it will be him versus Randy, and people will cheer Randy. People will want to see Randy win.
Right,
and then Randy gets one over.
Right, and then they were like, great, it wasn't Roman. They weren't cheering Randy. They were cheering that it wasn't Roman. And I don't think that plan worked. I do not, because they didn't pay it off on SmackDown. They're like, and Randy Orton will be.
I agree with you. It was a failure.
Yeah, and Roman came out on Raw and was like, and I'm still somebody who wants the Universal title, and I'm like, okay, so what you did at the Rumble meant jack.
Right. So what does this mean? What are we going to see? Now, what rumor is that Bray might get the championship at an Elimination Chamber?
And Orton will turn on him, and we'll have Orton and Wyatt at WrestleMania. And I hope Wyatt retains. We're going to see Cena and I don't know who now, because I would have thought Cena and Undertaker. I have no idea. The most disappointing talk is Styles and Shane, because nobody wants to see that, because Shane wasn't a wrestler back when he was a wrestler. He was fun, he was entertaining, and he was somebody like Kurt Angle could drag through a match and it wouldn't suck.
Right.
But that was 20 years ago. Like that time is over. We saw that last year.
I'd love to see AJ and Kurt Angle.
I would love to see that. We're going to see Rollins and Triple H. We know this. I don't know what we're going to have for the Universal title. I have no idea. I don't know where that's going to go.
Well, rumor is that Goldberg might get it from Owens in the next pay-per-view.
At Payback, and it's going to be...
And go against Brock.
No, because Goldberg's going to leave after Mania, and Brock is part-time. We did the Brock Lesnar as a part-time champion thing, and everybody hated it.
That's the rumor, is that Goldberg will get it and lose it to Brock. No, I agree. I don't think any of this is good.
No.
I think this is all bad. It would have been great if it was Jericho and Kevin Owens. As one of Jericho's swan songs. It would have been great as Undertaker versus Cena. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, and they're not going to give it to us because Roman Reigns. And I don't blame.
Man, what if Sting popped up in the next pay-per-view and challenged Taker? Like, oh my God, that would be great. I would love to see Sting and Undertaker as his last match.
And here's the thing. It's the only match either of them could have, because neither of them is in shape to have an actual match with anybody else.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would be the perfect swan song, a slow match, just them, it's
Yeah.
just like the Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, and they both go out, and WCW, WWF, you know, the
Yeah.
two icons.
I'd be all right with that. That would work. But
In Orlando of all places, I would absolutely love that.
yeah.
But I dream that
Yeah.
won't happen. We'll get Roman Reigns versus Taker. He'll literally kill him.
Hey, look, man. After what happened with Shane at Survivor Series, shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah.
So, quick housekeeping. Email us any comments, questions, concerns, opinions. Your fantasy booking of WrestleMania. WeGeekPodcast@gmail.com. Tweet us at WeGeekPodcast. That was a fun takeover for the Rumble. Live tweeting from our Twitter handle.
Yeah.
That was fun. I am at the Logan Witt. He is at Adam Estep. We are on Facebook. We have our Facebook group up. Keep giving us feedback. Rate us and review us on iTunes. Would love to see some of those start popping up. That would be awesome. Thank you. You're listening to us on theend.fm. We want to continue to thank them for hosting us. It's awesome. And am I missing anything, or I think I've got it?
I think you got it.
Sounds good to me. Until next week, Captain.
Captain.